Mhm. Great. Heba, you raised your hand. You want to say something?
Uh, yes, I also use VF4 as a plugin Unity as my graduation project. How to the monuments that were taken from Egypt. So I used Rosetta Stone, and I tried to put it in our museums here in Egypt,
Mm-hmm.
so they can scan the image, and then the monument start or the artifact start to to show for them to navigate on it. So I used before
Yeah,
before.
great. Really, really nice use case,
That's
actually.
it. Yeah.
Um, I think if you also like, if you went to like some of the countries that are supporting this right now, when I was in Venice like a year ago, you could actually also use Google Maps in augmented reality right now. It gives you directions, like a really huge arrow on the road and says, yeah, you have to go left or right or continue. This that was also super nice to see, to be honest. So, any more examples?
Yeah, I have a failed example. In my
Yeah, please.
like one year ago, we had jury
Mhm.
for our final uh, display, and I was be like, okay, I have meta quests and I don't print sheets because they are very costly,
Yes.
and let me just do the thing where we analyze the wall and display our uh, the panels on AR, augmented reality.
Mm-hmm.
But I failed at it because I didn't have any experience on Unity or how to do it. Obviously, I tried, but this is one thing I assume in futures we can do maybe in architecture schools. We can present our work or display our work in augmented reality or in virtual reality. Well, this we will have less hassle than go to printing shop and print the 40 by 120 inch sheets and blah blah. So this is one thing. And another thing, on LinkedIn I was seeing some Japanese firm are using augmented reality applications in their construction process. Before putting the columns down, they visualize
Yeah.
it. Their construction workers are doing certificates of 3 months, 6 months. uh, they are not just a brick layers, they are more than that. They have a certification, they visualize the stuff before putting it on uh, in physical world.
Mm-hmm.
So this is something maybe can go in this domain also. I don't know for
Sure.
sure, but BIM and augmented reality have some very deep connections. I don't know yet because I didn't this study on it. So yeah, but you
Yeah,
can
well,
tell us
actually,
better.
in the module I'm teaching here in the university, we do something similar in terms of how to visualize like the work of the students. We like I think three or four of them they have all their work right now on the Oculus Quest, and in the exhibition or in the examination at the end they show it in the Oculus Quest. They don't print anything physical, let's say.
Yeah,
Um,
that's amazing. Actually, here in Pakistan, they we don't know augmented reality yet. We are like 50 years behind in technology. That's very true. So that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I would say like they even in Germany they are also 50 years ago also ago. So it's fine. Okay. Um. So good. That's actually like this. That was really nice discussion. What we had right now would be amazing if we do this for everything. Like don't let me only talk because I really lose myself. Um. Okay. I don't know why. Yeah. Okay. Um. Some examples that you might use actually in your let's say journey for learning augmented reality, which we are not going to focus on right now, but you will find a lot of material on YouTube and on the internet. You can use Hologram. Hologram is a plugin for Grasshopper that helps you to design also augmented reality applications. from Grasshopper. So you can visualize your Grasshopper objects. You can control your augmented reality experience based on the Grasshopper sliders and so on. So it's a very, very well integrated like piece of software with Grasshopper. And I think like in a lot of examples, they also build those kind of parametric walls. They build or like they simulate BIM objects and so on. So they are going so far in this direction. You can also have a look, if you have an Oculus Quest available, you can have a look on Shapes XR. Shapes XR is a very, very good also software to design augmented reality experiences. It's very intuitive. You can call it like a 3D modeling and 3D, not only 3D modeling, but also 3D interactive like piece of software for the Quest. Or in augmented reality. It's super, super nice. I really encourage you, if you have a Quest available or a lens available, just download it and play around. Also Gravity Sketch right now, as I said, like I think 3 or 4 of my students, they have all their work on Gravity Sketch, and they even designed and created their 3D models in Gravity Sketch using the lenses. No more traditional softwares, like we didn't use it like even once. And at the end, this is the software I have developed. Build is a voxel-based system that is taking all your 3D models that you want, create the voxelization over it or around it, and then populate it in the space, in the 3D space. Gives you the opportunity as well to design your own structures. Also, it has the opportunity to be in a multi-user experience. So you like 4 or 5 lenses can collaborate on one thing, and they can all see the building process. And you can like use it the other way around. You can also have a full shape and then get assembly instructions. So we are trying to invade both worlds, the designers and the big companies. That's a video of how it works. That's an experience that we did in our university, me and a friend of mine. And I was explaining to him that, yeah, we should actually start to build together in this space. And we played the 3D Tetris version. I had some, like we were doing it like one by one. He will put something and I will react to it. And I think at the end, we could actually also not only use the ground, but we could have also used the glass as a boundary. So the software is also contextually aware, understands the objects around you within the limits for sure of the Quest. And like, as I said, like also build stuff on the on the ground, collaborate and so on. So that's basically another example of the stuff that you can use. Maybe just one more thing. The Quest applications work in a very user-intuitive, in a very user-friendly way. And it's all the interactions is going through the controllers. You can also interact using your hands. So if you do this gesture, this means something. If you do thumbs up, means something else. You can for sure work this way, but it's not stable enough. So most of the applications are using the controllers right now. Nobody's really relying on the hand recognition of the Quest. And in most of the applications, this is really not important to understand like how it works. Most of the applications use those buttons for similar functions. So everyone would use the trigger button to commit an action, the grip button to hold or to grab an object, the thumbstick to reduce or increase some kind of values, and the Oculus button is important to go out of the application. 99% of the applications on the Quest or 99% of the applications people are designing right now, it works the same way, works in the same order. So this is just important to understand. Is everything clear so far? Should we jump to Unity? Yeah, okay. So can you see my Unity screen? Yeah. Okay. Can you see my Unity screen? Yeah, okay. So I will remove everything now. And if it's your first time with Unity, you will only see a camera in the scene and this directional light here. This is the tab, which is called hierarchy, is the same as the layers tab in any 3D software. So it's the tab where you will find all your objects in the scene. That's first thing. Second thing, here in the project, you will see all the assets you are using. So here I'm using the asset that's called Oculus. I have some examples. I have some scenes. And those are like 2 plugins that I have installed. If you just pick any of those, you will see the stuff that it's containing here in this area. And the console is basically debugging your application and gives you some recommendations, gives you some heads up that you have this problem, or you have this issue in the code, or you have this issue in the setup. Right now, as you see, I have 4 issues in the setup of my file. Yeah, when you open it, you have some templates, yes. Just pick the 3D one. If you want the ready-made templates for VR, for AR, you can also pick it and try to understand it, but I personally prefer to build everything from scratch in the 3D. In this part, this is basically the scene right now, right? This is somewhere in the metaverse, if you can call it this way. And this scene is basically called the sample scene. We can go to File, create new scenes. We can open old scenes and so on. If this is the first time to open like Unity for you, you have to go in like File and then Build Settings. And from Build Settings, you have to shift the platform to Android to develop the thing for Quest. Quest is based on Android, Android system. Yeah. So it's basically understanding APKs. Okay. So this is the first thing you have to do. You have to go to Android, and then you will find some like a button called Switch Platform. You have to press it. This will take like some time. And then you need to go to Edit, Player Settings, Project Settings, sorry. And if you go to like the XR plugin management, you shouldn't have anything here. It should be just blank. Okay. If this is the case, then you are good. Then you need to go to the package manager. And the package manager is basically where you have all the Unity packages that you are using in this project. As you see here, I installed the Meta XR SDK. I hope you also did. I have already asked you to install it. How many of you did already install it? So no? Okay, great. So you can also see the Meta SDKs here, right? In the packages. Yeah, yes or no? Give me a thumbs up. Um, so I picked the 3D template. Could you find it there? The 3D template? Okay. So, Sana, is it fine? Yeah, okay, great. Do you think we should actually start from the beginning, like completely from the beginning, create a new Unity project? Because I assume that you have already installed it. If not, we can completely start from the beginning. Just give me a thumbs up.
Uh, um, right now, I don't have installed it right now. Although I have downloaded it, but I didn't install it.
Okay.
So I am making notes. In Grasshopper, I write down everything. So I
Okay.
will go back down to these notes and I will try on my own. So yeah,
Okay. I will also upload the recordings then.
yeah. Thanks a lot.
Great. So if you like, let's continue from this point then. You will have the Meta XR SDKs here. And what you basically have to do afterwards is to go to the project settings again, and then activate the XR plugin management. When it's activated, you have to go to the Android tab, and you have to pick Oculus here, and you have to also pick Oculus here, because we will develop this for Oculus. Once this is done, go to the Meta XR project setup, and if you go to the Android version, it will ask you to change some stuff. You just need to press apply all, and then it's gonna change it for you, and also do the same for the PC version. Good. Okay. That's actually what you need to do for the project setup. Once the project is good, you need to press on this tab, Meta, and you have two main things that we are going to use in this workshop. The Meta XR simulator, because I assume that most of you doesn't have or don't have a lens. Does any of you have an Oculus Quest? No? Okay. So if you don't, then this is fine. You can already create the applications and test it based on the Meta XR simulator. So this is basically a whole simulator, like if you had a lens. I can also, like, I will show it to you once we put some stuff in the scene, okay? And then if you go to tools, there is something called building blocks. And building blocks is the easiest way right now to build like an XR application. Building blocks is designed as some custom tools to just drag and drop it in your project, and it will do some certain functions, okay? So let's look at this one. It says that this is a camera rig for the Meta Quest development. So this is the camera in the scene that you need to use in order to develop an application for the Quest. All what we need to do is to press this, which is add the block to the current scene, or just drag and drop it. We dragged and dropped it, and now you can see that we have a camera in the scene here, right? In this camera, we have some settings actually. right now. So in those settings, you have to pick the lens that you are developing for. You can also pick if the origin, like if the origin of your project should be the floor level or the eye level. So if you place something in the 0, 0 point, it should be on the floor or like right in front of you. And last but not least is the hand tracking and the tracking vision and tracking version in general. You can also enable the pass-through, which is the augmented reality layer. So you can see the surrounding part and the scene support. This is something that we will look for, like we will look at this later. But it's basically the recognition of the whole environment around you. So now we have a camera rig right now, right? I think we also need some controllers. So we will just drag and drop some controllers. And now we have controllers in the scene, right? Here. Let's actually try right now the simulator. Let's see if we have a lens right now and we have only those objects, what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna activate the simulator and press run. Will take some time. And now this is the scene, right? This is like we had like we have a lens right now. This is what we exactly gonna see. Can you see my simulator screen? Yeah, great. Right now I'm using my mouse to, yes, okay, great. Right now I'm using my mouse to basically rotate, as you see. So just I'm using the drag ball for the mouse. And I can also use W to go forward, S to go back, D to go to the right, and A to go to the left from the keyboard. If you also open this tab, you can already see what do you have to do in order to simulate those buttons. Okay. This works for the right controller and for the left controller. So this is basically what we exactly gonna see if we have like if we already have a lens. I think it would be also nice if I show you how this works on a lens. I have an Oculus 3 here. I don't know if you can see it, if you can see from the camera. This is the Oculus Quest 3. And all what I need to do right now to connect it to the laptop is to use a USB-C data cable connected to the lens and connected to the laptop. So now this should be connected, and I need to go to Oculus Quest link and activate it. And this is a very, very easy way of designing something on Unity, send it to the lens exactly like immediately, and then you can test it. Just one more thing, they have something called the MetaQuest Developer Hub, which is an application to like access the camera from the Quest, or like access the file manager. If I go here on the device, and the device is still not connected. No, it's connected right now. Yes. Those were videos from my students. They were playing with the Gravity Sketch. And this is an application that I have installed on this device. If I just need to make sure that this actually will work on the wire. I need just to make sure that I have a Wi-Fi connection working. Yes, it is. Then I need to check my Yeah, I know that I will look weird for some time, but that's fine. So now I need to just define the boundary for the quest. And then I need to connect to the Wi-Fi of my laptop. So it's all connected, hopefully. Okay. Now I should be connected to the laptop. And I just need to establish the link again. Yes, great. So I hope this will work. If I press cast, I should see actually, like I should see from the camera of the lens. Yes. Can you see now? Yeah. This is basically the environment I am in. That's an environment for connecting it to the computer. And if I go out, now you will see my surrounding. This is me in the office, and this is the other participant. Great. I will go again in the quest link. And then if we go to Unity and hit run, this will send the application to the quest. Yeah, takes some time. Now you will see this made with Unity thing. And now you can already see that it's exactly the same as what we saw in the simulator. Almost the same. This is my controller. This is the other controller. I'm just moving around right now and I'm looking around in the environment. That's the amazing sun or light of Unity. Yeah. And as I told you, it's just almost the same. No difference to the simulator. Just the simulator is a little bit slower in how you control it. Is everything clear right now? I hope so. Okay. So we are using the meta building blocks right now. I will go again to building blocks. And right now, I will ask the building blocks to open augmented reality, an augmented reality experience in this application. So all what I need to do is to drag and drop pass through. And if I do so, and I go again, hit play, and you should start to look. So here, yes. Yes. So now you will see that this turned into an augmented reality experience right now, right? Wait, yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm looking through the lens. So I will cast again. Yeah, okay, great. Now you will see that this is an augmented reality experience right now, right? I can see the surrounding. I can see the controller. You can see that the tracking is like a little bit slower right now, right? The controller is just following my hand right now, right? Great. If I press any button, you can see already that it has the animations for pressing the buttons, animations for pressing the triggers, and so on. So it's fully synchronized. Also works the same if I pick up the other controller. now it should also, yes, now I have the two controllers. I can move around and it's all synchronized. So good so far. Okay. And we didn't do any coding or anything so far. It's just drag and drop right now. What else we can do? What else is this actually giving us an opportunity to do? I think I just need to first close my Rhino tabs because I think it's just consuming a lot of the computational power. And you already have the files, so that's fine if I close it. Okay. Let's get back to Unity. I will share my screen again. And if you look actually here, you have like some sort of a way to sort like all the building blocks we have. We have a block for, we have some building blocks for anchors, and anchors is usually used to fix an object to something in the space. We have a building block for avatars. You can create an avatar for yourself and you can use it inside the game. And you can network it with like on a server. You can have a voice chat with others. As I said, just by drag and drop. You just have to drag this, drop it, and it should work. What is more interesting for me right now is the interactions, but we will go on the others. You can also create a multiplayer game. You can have some pass-through experiences like a surface that is like a mirror to you, or as like a pass-through window and everything else is going to be black, stuff like this. We have also building blocks for the scene, which is super, super important if you want to create architecturally relevant experiences. You can get to the room mesh, you can get an identification of the objects. So you know what is like what is a table, what is a wall inside the software itself. The tracking blocks, we have already used it, right? We have the one for the quest itself, and we have one for the controllers. We have one for hand tracking, but unfortunately for hand tracking, you have to build your application in order to use hand tracking. We have also some building blocks for a UI. You can get a virtual keyboard that's going behind you or like in front of you if you want, and the voice chat thing. The most important thing for me right now is the interaction. And we have multiple ones. We have like one for the buttons of the controllers. You can set up like some virtual hands for yourself. You can show the real hands you have. You can grab objects by touching it with your hand. But like, as I said, in order to do this, we need to build it on the quest, which will take some time, but that's fine. We will try it. We have a building block for ray interaction to interact based on the ray of the controller. Also grab interaction, like to grab the objects yourself. And I think would be super, super nice if we try actually with the grab. Let's see if we place something in the like in the space, in the scene, how can we actually grab it? This should be here. You can see all the properties of this cube that we will try to grab. The renderer, the box collider, and if it has any physics, like physics rules related to it. And if you pick like this dependency, the hand grab, you can see the code that they have already written for you just to use it. A code for a grabbable object, a code for grabbing the object itself with your hand, and a code for making it interactable. If you change any of those parameters, this actually also gives you more opportunities to do like different custom solutions. Okay. So right now we have this cube here, and it's in the 0, 0, 0, as you see. And since we have in the camera rig, as I showed you, that the 0, 0 should be the floor level, then it's gonna be like down on the floor. But if I pick eye level, it should be actually in front of me. Maybe we can just, oh, I'm picking the wrong thing. If I pick the cube and I try to move it, should be actually in the correct direction. Hopefully, we will try. Great. Now I need to push this to the lens again. And I will open the custom device. Yeah, just takes some time to process all the changes that we did. Now it will import the assets that we are using right now, because we are using new interaction assets. Yes, and do you need the USB? Yeah, I think I have one. You can maybe try. This one should be a data USB. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long, but looks like it's my lucky day. Okay. So is it actually working right now? Can you see it? Yeah. Okay. So now this is actually the cube that we have placed. Okay. And as you see, if I go around it, some shadows are dropping. Right now, we don't have the full quality of the shadows because of the computational power. And I can just move around it. And I can basically grab it with my controller. So how I do this, I just press this grabber button, as I showed you. Just go to the object and grab it. Now I can place it wherever I want. Maybe I would just place it here or maybe there. Yeah. So that's one thing. We can also try to get some copies from this, right? So Control C, Control V, and then put it next to it. Maybe Control C, Control V again. We have another one, right? And then we go in this, in the play mode again. Hopefully it's gonna be faster this time. Okay. Great. Now it's opening the augmented reality space. Now I'm picking up my controllers. It's working. And those are the 3 cubes. I hope you can also see it. I will try to take this one, put it maybe on top. Take this one, put it on top. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Hello. Yeah, and this way, you can basically aggregate some voxels just by user interaction. If you think about it from this perspective, you can easily do this without without caring about the snapping right now. We will fix the snapping later, but right now we can just do this in literally a minute. You can create the whole Unity folder in or the Unity scene in just a minute by drag and drop and create like a cube game. Okay. One thing that is also really, really nice in the building blocks that we can use is we will go again to interaction and pick the distance grab. Okay. I will also drag and drop it. And we'll ask you, what do you want to do now? Do you want to pull the object just by using the ray of your hand? Or do you want to relatively grab it? Do you want to manipulate the space, manipulate it in the space? I will just pick for now that I want to pull it to my direction. And it should be this cube. I will maybe remove this one. Put this one right in front of my eyes. And try to also put this one next to it this way, this one here, to try to show you the difference. And I will hit play again. Should build it on the lens. Great. Now I have the three blocks in front of my eyes. Also my professor. And yeah, I will go with my controller, grab this one, move it somewhere with my controller, grab this one and move it somewhere. But I don't actually have to go to the third one. I just have to look at it or just put the ray of the controller in front of it and then press grab and it will just come to me. I will place it somewhere else and then press again, and it will completely like move. It will pull to my direction again. And then I can put it maybe here, put this one there. If I want to change its direction, I don't have to go. I can just press the gripper and it will come to my direction, and I can change its position. Okay. I would say this is the easiest setup that we can do in Unity to design somehow like or some sort of an augmented reality experience for sorting some blocks or placing some blocks and interacting with it. You can also have like multiple changes to this for the distance graph. You can change how you want to interact with it. If you want to, like, if it should be attracted to the controller once you hover over it, or it should wait for your fingers to hover over it, or do you have to press the button actually to get it? It's like, as I said, it's a huge potential what you have in the controls. But as I already discussed, this is the easiest setup that we can have for an augmented reality experience with some blocks. How to grab it, how to interact with it, and so on. Maybe something else to show. What if right now we don't have a lens, right? But we have the Meta XR simulator. We just need to activate it from here. And we need to go back and activate one of the rooms. They give you some 3D, like already pre-modeled rooms to use it as like a replica of an augmented reality experience. So now I am sitting in the office for sure. But you can have a replication out of this. Like we can pick maybe to launch the living room. Will take some time to launch it, but you should see something like this. Yes, this is the plan of the room right now. And then you need to hit run. And it should open it in the simulator. And while opening it in the simulator, it will recognize the room as your augmented reality experience or like environment. Okay. So, yes, great. Great, great, great. So as you see, now we have this room and we can move inside. We can rotate, can look again at the cubes. And the hardest way is actually how to simulate like a controller here. That's the biggest problem. But if we go like this and then check here, what should we press if we want to press the grabber button? I think we can just, I'm not sure, to be honest. Yeah. I think we can also have like, yes, exactly what I mean. So it's a bit weird because it should actually, yes, that's what I mean. It should recognize that I am actually looking at it right now. and it should start to. So weird. Okay. But as you see, like once I start to look at it with my controller, it understands that now I am hovering over the object. The only thing is that we need to also have like a grabber button in the simulator. I need to check this. Maybe they pushed an update. But yeah, anyways, that's basically how it should work, or how the setup should be. If you don't have a lens, that's fine. You can basically create anything inside the augmented reality, inside the Meta XR simulator, and it should work the same way. You don't really have to have a lens for that. Okay. I need to check again for the grabber simulation. But anyways, time for questions. It's almost an hour and a half now since we came back. Any questions? Okay. Any like some frustrated thoughts? Maybe you don't have to have questions. Maybe you are angry. Okay. Any potential that you see?
Well, I want to ask something.
Yeah, please.
Why we didn't use Hologram, as it's already a plugin in Rhino.
Why did they use that? Sorry.
Hologram.
Ah, yes.
In
Hologram
the
doesn't
presentation in the
support.
big.
Yeah. Hologram doesn't support the
Yeah,
Oculus Quest. It only supports.
but but it didn't create a guidelines for يعني, it's an AR tool, صح, right?
Yes, it is.
يعني Hologram, it's an AR, صح?
Yes, but
And
that's not
it
actually
do the
the aim
same,
of
صح? It does the same, صح? Right?
Yes, it does the same, but it has its limitations. So in Grasshopper, you only can do like the presets that fits Grasshopper, but you can't actually interact the same way that you do in Unity. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Hologram actually supports. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I understand now.
Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to create like some kind of complex experience, right? And in order to do so, you need to basically program it. You need to code what you actually want to do in a hierarchical way, let's say. And if we do this in Grasshopper, then first of all, it's too slow. That's the first thing. The second thing, that it doesn't support controllers, so you can't gamify it enough. Third thing, you can't do this also, like you can do it on a phone, but in order to do it on a lens, you need a 3,500 euros lens, which is what's it called? No, the one from Microsoft, the HoloLens. So that's not really the aim of what we are doing today. And it's not the same, really. It's a different thing. So do we have any more questions? Maybe some initial thoughts as well. How can we combine both? what we have talked about in the morning, the voxel system and the interactions in Unity? I mean, some initial thoughts. Doesn't have to be something that complicated.
Can I go?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, so when I was a kid, my father and I play with a Lego, and that's
Mm-hmm.
where architect I had an interest in architecture. From that point I started. Actually, it was another show, How I Met Your Mother. I watched it. There was Ted Mosby in it, and I go, okay. But me and my father use Lego as a construction, or it was our creative time. Okay, no.
Yeah.
So I really like your application. Okay, it is advanced, so obviously it is advanced level, but in my opinion, since the world is moving toward metaverse more and more, uh, we have to translate the physical Lego inside, you can say, virtual reality or augmented reality, so it can be available anytime, everywhere. So that what I'm thinking right now. So,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously, right now, what you showed us happening in Grasshopper and then Unity, I have difficulty to see the relationship, how to bring that stuff in Unity. Obviously, we will learn that, but right now, if we are making something in Grasshopper, the advantage is parameters. Okay, so we have a parametric uh, uh, flexibility in Grasshopper. But when
Mm-hmm.
we are translating that thing into Unity, will we lose the will we lose its parametricism or what? This is one question I have in my mind, because if in augmented reality we have parameters like in Grasshopper, then this is something, uh then it will be more interesting in my opinion. So what are your thoughts on this? I really want to know.
Uh, so the grasshopper is the grasshopper introduction to me is very important to get the limitation of the system. So if you have designed a modular system, as we said, let's say for building something on the space, and
Hmm.
this modular system you have built it on some kind of rules, you can't know
Hmm.
what is the limitations of this without simulating it. So grasshopper for me important to understand the rules and to understand the limitations. When you
Hmm.
bring this to augmented reality and you open it for people to play with, let's say, you know from before how much freedom did you give them, and you know the possibilities of the system, and you have a
Hmm.
like a better overview on how to direct this experience, basically. Um,
Hmm.
right now, the introduction to Unity is just to know how exactly can you create interactions and how the interactions can be related to controllers, and how controllers can basically boost your gamification possibilities. Um,
Hmm.
That's the first part. And the second part is how to create the same algorithm that we have already developed on Grasshopper or simulated on Unity itself, how to create a grid-based system. So how to change the environment around you into a grid, and how to
Hmm.
place voxels inside. That's the second step. And I think I have already explained this like at the beginning, like the steps. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I have this idea right now, but maybe you have already worked on it. But rather than giving someone, okay, imagine we have a child and we give him five different modules of blocks, and we tell him to arrange them and combine them in different combinations or permutations.
Mm-hmm.
This is a creativity. Okay, this is a
Mm-hmm.
pretty creative task for a children. But
Yeah.
if we give children, okay, this is a tool and you can create different type of modules yourself. You can create 5 different modules yourself, you can create 6 different modules yourself. These are the parameters, you have to slide them, arrange them, and by arranging the parameters there will be a different module. This will be more creative for a child, I guess. Imagine a Lego, we are playing Lego, but we can create our own Lego at the moment. Have anything done like that, or this is something, what
Yes.
was the thing? This is the idea I am thinking right now.
No, sure. You can do, I mean, for sure you can do that. So basically it's exactly the same as what we did in Rhino. We created our own
Yeah.
Lego, right? We created the 4X Lego, right?
Yeah.
And we could have actually also created more. We could have created T-shaped Lego. We could have created L-shape and so on, and then combine it in one aggregation.
Yeah.
And if we do so, we have also the opportunity to bring this into Unity the same way
Mhm.
that we did with the cubes. And once we
Okay.
bring this in, yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, and once you bring this into Unity, you just attach the interaction style to it.
Hmm.
So it works exactly the same. So it works exactly the same. The cube is just maybe I also failed to translate this to you. The cube is just resembling anything basically in
Yeah,
Grasshopper
I get
and
that.
in
Yeah,
Unity.
yes, I get that. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get
Okay.
that. Yeah. But I was this is just about the end product, front end visualization point of view. I'm just talking about uh in a sense of virtual reality we are using Unity, not Hologram, because it gave us more options to make a interactive interface now,
Yes. Sure.
basically. So I am because I didn't use your application, I didn't know what is exactly it's working, how its interface look like. So once I will study on it, then we will have another discussion on it for sure. But I understand the box is just idea. It can be
Yes.
resemble anything. Yeah. That is one thing I am pretty clear. Thank you.
Okay, good. The thing is, I am a little bit worried how far I can go today, to be honest. Um, Especially after the Grasshopper introduction, because I have no idea about the skill set anymore. So I can also explain to you how to create the grid right now, how to interact based on the grid and so on. But I am not sure if this is actually a good idea for the first day. Um, that's why I decided to go with the building blocks. The thing is, the easier you have, like you have access to the tools, the more you can design things based on that. And you have to look at it from this way. You have to look at like at what we do right now from the way that that's an easy tool that I have right now. I need to build an experience based on that. And then you have to detail it more using your code, using your like implementation of the other blocks and so on. Um, so just think about it in a way that the cube resembles literally everything, resembles a Lego brick as we did in Grasshopper, resembles like literally everything that we can do. Um, I am not sure if we should go into this today, but tomorrow we should take the Lego bricks that we have already designed in Grasshopper and create a Lego game in augmented reality. That's what we have to basically work on. So we have to work on how to connect it to the controller. How after connecting it to the controller, you can have a grid-based system, so you can place it precisely. How to aggregate this and so on. Good. Um, the question from Sana. So, Sana, if you have, like, if you don't have a quest, that's what I have already explained. You need to use the meta simulator, what I just showed it to you. Did you see this part? Yeah. Okay. So you just need to activate the simulator, and it's basically simulating the same, yeah, like almost the same that you can see on the lens. So today I would kindly ask you to maybe think about some concepts related to the Lego game that we have designed in the morning. And within those concepts, we will try to develop something tomorrow. Maybe it can be a Minecraft game. Maybe it can be a Lego game for facades. Maybe something else. Maybe we create some space structures from Lego. Just to think from the perspective of gamification, of construction plus an augmented reality experience. So today, yes, the augmented reality limits is the visualization, as you said. But tomorrow it should be more about creating more complex setup. Are we on a good pace right now? Are we on good setup? Hopefully we are. Okay. So I think today it was super intense. I will maybe stop here, and please try to use the Grasshopper file I have provided. Try to understand it. Try to create your own aggregations. Maybe try to replace some of the geometries. You have the basic setup right now that you can just place your thing inside. So think about a modular system. Think about something that fits into the gamification idea, and you want to implement it basically. That's the most important thing for today. Think about a modular system, and think about how this modular system can be used in our gamification concept. Fine?
Okay.
Yeah, great. Maybe last words from everyone, if you want. We have time until 4, so if you want to say something, please say it. Maybe just like a discussion that we will have together. Doesn't have to be something related to what we did. Okay, I will assume that everyone is overwhelmed right now. So please upload your thoughts, or upload your sketches, upload your Rhino files, whatever you will come up with today, to the Google Drive link that I will forward to you. And
Where we can access the recordings, by the way.
I will upload it
Okay.
to,
Perfect.
yeah, I will share the link with you, with all of you.
Perfect.
So I will share the recordings. You can go over it. Please think about a modular system that you would like to use, or you would like to develop something related to it. Please upload it to the Drive folder that I will share with you, and then we will try to form some teams. Okay? Maybe every 2-3 persons are working together. Okay, fine. I would say the deadline for the upload should be at 8, in the morning, Central European time tomorrow. Is this fine?
It will be a midnight here in Pakistan, I guess.
Sorry, again?
It will be midnight. Like
It would be midnight for
everyone.
you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We can there is a very now this is ending na, it is almost night. In 2 hours 3 hours it will be completely dark and everyone will go to sleep now. Okay now, so
Okay.
so here in Pakistan we sleep 12 hour or 13 hour, we sleep a lot. Okay, and we have summer vacations, so everyone sleep here a lot. So can, if you can have any other timing, that will be great.
Well, I mean, just let me what time fits for you then.
Okay, let me open Chat GPT to convert time. I am using Chat GPT to convert time, Eastern time to Pakistan.
Smart.
This is okay.
So
Let me
we start the workshop again tomorrow at 11
yay.
Central European time.
Okay, I will be try to upload it at 8.
If
I
you
will
can
try to
upload
upload.
it 2 hours before the workshop starts, would be good for me, so I can have a look.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. That will be perfect for me. Yeah.
Yeah?
that
Okay, great.
that would be perfect. We can also no, we don't have to upload the Unity thing. Now we can also upload the concept. We can create it on
Yes.
tablet. I can draw it or something.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, perfect,
Would
perfect.
be amazing for
Okay,
sure if you have a 3D model already, so we can import it to Unity.
okay.
Yeah?
Perfect, perfect.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Well, then for you, sleep well. For the others, have
Thank
a
you,
really nice evening, hopefully, and see you tomorrow.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.